Navigating life is difficult, and we try every possible things to get hold of our lives. But oftentimes it slips away. We oftentimes find ourselves in places and situations where we don't want to be. And sometimes we find ourselves or we end up and achieve something which we never dreamt of. So, what it is it our destiny or our karma, our actions that we do every day? In this video, I'll share my life experience which I have gathered in last 30 years. This video is a finale episode of this life-changing series. I hope you will enjoy watching this. Hi friends, welcome to my channel Karma Yoga. I am Hitesh, a Cambridge graduate sustainability professional living here in the UK. I bring these kind of mindfulness and lifestyle videos to grow together in our lives. So let's dive in. I recently turned 32 and I still remember the feeling of entering into my 30s. It was like an unknown that I'm going into. I could not comprehend, or I wasn't ready to comprehend, the fact that who was considering himself a kid, a boy, he's now a 30-year-old man. You can't control these things. It will happen one day or another. You have to just accept it. And I can tell you one thing. Last 2 years were the most amazing years of my life. Before that, I used to run, or I never thought of controlling my life in a way or doing something in a very planned manner, and believed that whatever happens for the good, and you just follow the flow of life. I still believe in that. But what changed? Because of several experiences and events, I decided to be more disciplined, to work on myself, to continue doing something which I knew it is good for me, but never followed it consistently. So I'm very happy to share with all of you that this week I completed my non-stop 500 days of meditation. Isn't it wonderful? For me it is, definitely. And please share if you want to like to see a video, how does that impacted and what effects that had on my life, and anything you want to know about that. Please share that. I would love to read and follow up on that. Meditation was or is not the only thing that I have incorporated in my life. Last 5 months or so, I've started breathing practices, pranayam. It's a kind of yoga that is popular in India and eastern part of the world. I've also included an appetite of understanding our scriptures, our ancient scriptures, more than 5,000 years old. And we still don't know how old these are, but the knowledge are very, very relevant. It was relevant, it is relevant, and it will be relevant. And it's not only for set of people, but people around the world. Because these scripture has the knowledge which guides us to live our life fully, to live our lives in a manner where we are the happiest version of ourselves, where we are the most pleasant version of ourselves, where we are the most lovable version of ourselves. So it was combination of meditation, yoga, knowledge from scriptures, and the most important part is including that in my life and practicing it. So action was the most important aspect of all the things I have done in last couple of years. I talked about in my opening of this video that is it part of our destiny where we end up in our lives, or is it something that we do and take actions, take charge of something and change our lives? There are different school of thought, and I respect all of them. But I can tell you one thing from my experience, that forget about anything that others can do for you, even God for that matter. Don't ask God for something which you are not trying yourself. You might have heard this quote, God helps those who helps themselves. And it is very true. You have to take the first step. You need to start. If you want to change the course of your life, if you want to change the destiny of your life, you have the power, knowledge, every resource available to do that. And we hear stories, we hear events across the globe. And when we hear those news or stories, we feel like it's like a miracle. But my friend, miracle happens with whom? Who are ready for it. Who have prepared themselves enough that when that miracle happens to them, they will utilize in it full potential. Otherwise, you might have seen people who have won lotteries, millions of lotteries, millions of money, but either could not use it very well or led themselves in a path of destruction. So unless you are ready to receive that blessings, that miracle, that alone can't help you. Because even if you receive those benefits, those miracles, you will not able to utilize it in a manner which you wanted to. So it becomes very important to try and think a little and act. I would say act first and later figure out. Don't react to things, respond to things. So you can act, but in a responsive way, in a responsible manner. Okay, we'll try and do a small exercise. Just follow me on this and you may realize something. Wherever you are, just if you want to close your eyes, that's fine. If not, that is also okay. Take a deep breath in and out. Now, think of a phase, an era 50 years ago. Whatever your age is currently, you may or may not have born. Just think of that era 50 years ago. Think about what were the stories going on. Who were the people that people were talking about? What were the events that were happening that time? Now, go back 200 years ago. Go back a little. Now we are going 500 years ago. Think about people you were thinking 50 years ago. Were they still there? Or they have changed? Now, think about 5,000 years ago. Think about this planet Earth, where it was 1 million years ago. Now, come back. Come back to this moment. You might have realized, or let me ask you this. Do you think, or in your reflection, did you find an individual, a place, a country, or some events which were same in all of these? The answer is no. It could be yes, because you were there. But apart from you, I don't think you could have found a person or event or a country which was there 5 million years ago, or a million years ago, 5,000 years ago, 200 years ago, and 50 years ago. So what does it tell us? It tells a very important thing. In this time scale, we are a very tiny particle. We are almost insignificant. Not only us, even the land we live in, we are almost insignificant. Then what's the point in doing all the things? There is a point. Whatever be the time scale, when people started living, they were living. And in today's life, we just pass these days and years, and we are fragmented so much that we don't feel that we are one. When you go to nothingness, where you felt we are almost insignificant, it's the same thread which tells us that we are all one. We all are insignificant, but we are all one in this big universe. And that's a very powerful message. That is our existence. Our lifespan is like a bubble rising in the water and then dissolving in it, And you might have experienced when we did the exercise of going back in past of 50 years or 500 years or 1000 years, a million years. Our life, whatever it is, 70 years, 80 years, it's like a bubble in this time frame, which rises and dissolves. So what important is what we can do with our lives. And forget about the worries that we have. If you see, you are not alone in those worries, and you are not unique in worrying about those worries, because it's all same. It's same with everyone. Everyone, in whatever age they are facing the same kind of worry as their peers. If you are a kid, you're worrying about your school, you're worrying about exam, marks, you're worrying about your admission to a college or university. Once you are in university, you're worrying about your job after your graduation. Once you have the job, now you're worrying about a better job. And later you're worrying about having a partner and having a home, building a home, buying a car. And then once you're married, you're worrying about your children. And once your children is there, they have the same worries as yours. So what it tells us, these worries are even more insignificant as our lives on this planet. I'm not taking you to a state or suggesting that there is no value in pursuing life. Not at all. This is not I want to convey. Rather opposite. I want to convey that this life is very beautiful if we make it one. And how we can make it? Is to forget about our worries and live in this moment. It's easy to say, but difficult to follow. And because I'm saying it, it doesn't mean that I am living it fully. It's a journey which I'm trying to build and progress day by day. This YouTube channel is the place where, or let me tell you this YouTube channel, I created this channel and I started making these videos purposefully, where I can be myself, where I can share what I believe in, what I experienced over the year, and what I'm doing to lead a life which I value. And because it's benefiting me, I want to share it. I want to share it with all of you. And this is all I wanted to share in this video. Hope you found some some nuggets, something which you take further and cultivate in your life and make it a life which you value, which you envision, and which you dream of. Nothing is impossible. It's all about what you think, what you believe, how you act, and you act on it every day. And that's what makes your destiny. Thank you so much for watching this. I would love to see your comments and learn from your experiences. You can watch this series here, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Until then, please take care